I took the shrooms. I soon enough began to feel as though I was coming up, but I quickly came down. Then I began to come up on another wave. This time it was a wave of adrenaline. I also physically felt like I was rising and descending in my floaty body, and the liquid, moving nature of the atmosphere helped me feel that way. I came down again. As I came back up, it felt like I was getting a bit too high a bit too quickly, and I had to take a deep breath and realize what I was on. When I began to come up on the next wave, I reminded myself that it would pass. I told myself to get ready for it. As I came down, I tried to absorb the relaxation of the moment, to make the feeling of normalcy last as long as I could. On the next come up, I really felt like I was too high. Ride the wave, I told myself. As I said this, I realized how deranged I was for thinking of it as a wave. This isn't a wave. I'm just going completely insane. I began to laugh. I just realized this is what they mean by tripping. Oh my God, this is really serious. I felt as though a cosmic joker, an insane presence or entity, was expressing its insanity through my consciousness and senses. I barely came down this time. I sort of plateaued, then came up some more. I told myself I would never do this again. I just want to come down and stay away from this stuff from now on. I felt as though I was getting too high and had reached a threshold where I would indefinitely spiral into insanity. My eyes felt like they were supposed to roll back. I began to pray that I would just feel okay again. I was almost in a prayer trance. As I prayed, my inner voice got stuck on a single tone or letter, and upon opening my eyes, I was almost stuck in one visual image of my trip, as the image stretched first slowly and then gradually more quickly. I began to feel like my own fear no longer mattered because my point of reference for it, which was sobriety, had disappeared. It was like transcending what was inside reality and observing a world outside the confines and boundaries of my simple rectangular field of vision. The visual image I was stuck in multiplied and became reiterated to form surreal spiraling geometric shapes. I felt like my body was not just my body, but also all I was perceiving through my senses. Even the influences I'd had, energy from me that had somehow made it to the other end of the world, for example, phone-based communication with someone far away, and to some extent the entire universe that was in any way related to me was part of my being. I saw all of this influential energy of mine form a grand mandala-like pattern of flowing energy that connected my presence and existence and influence to everything. I was in the center. The flowing energy raced about and caused this mandala to become more and more geometrically pure and symmetrical. I imagined it to conform to a spinning chrysanthemum-like portal that was accelerating as I was transported through a tunnel that morphed continuously into its own opening. I felt like I was rising above the mandala, everything it was composed of, from my own memories and ideological constructs, to my friends, family, and my own identity, everything I had ever known, all part of the mandala, was releasing its stubborn grip and letting me unbind from it. It all opened or separated on both a visual and conceptual level, and I thought I had broken through what I now knew to be a highly subjective, personal reality. Peace.